guys. It is that time. Let's get going. Set my frame here so I can see all of your lovely faces, which today I can really only see Karen. So I know the rest of you are here though, so that's good. All right, guys, grab a spot on your mat. Spread your knees, tuck your toes, sink your hips. And let's begin to breathe. The best part of the day right here. Take a big inhale through your nose. Hold that breath at the top. Squeeze and take a big exhale through your nose. Let it go. As you inhale, feel your ribcage expand. And as you exhale, feel your hips sink a little bit closer to your heels. As you inhale, feel your spine lengthen as you reach through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, sink your chest. Spreading the fingertips wide, root down through your palms, lift your elbows up off the mat, big inhale. Big exhale, letting your body settle in right here. Taking a moment as you cycle through just a few more breaths, channeling your focus and choosing an intention for the rest of your class. On your next inhale, we're going to lengthen through the spine, lift the elbows, feel the body expand. Deepest exhale yet right here, cleansing exhale, let it go. Walking your hands back towards your knees, stacking your shoulders over your hips. If you took your knees wide, you can bring them in a little bit narrow. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. I want to stretch the tops of our ankles. So you're just sitting right here. I'm going to lean back. So we're stretching right here, those little bones where our shin meets the tops of our foot. So you're going to lean back right here. Relax your shoulders. And then release, come back forward. We'll do the bottoms of our feet. Curl the toes under. And then we'll just lean back however feels okay for your body. And release. One more time. Untuck the toes, lean back. And release. One more time. Tuck the toes and lean back. And release. This time we're going to keep the toes tucked. Bring the knees up so you're coming into a low crouch right here. Nice small little ball right here. Make yourself tiny. You can tuck your chin to your chest and maybe let your head hang low, stretching out those muscles that run along the back of your neck. Maybe you guide your heels a little bit closer to the floor, stretching out your calf muscles. Creating some roundedness along your spine, creating space. And when you're ready, we're going to push into our heels, sending the hips high for a forward fold. Now it's early in our practice, so you might not be super warm yet. So pause right here. Pause in this forward fold. Waking up your hamstrings. Maybe you rock side to side. Maybe you shake your head yes. or shake it no, relaxing your neck and shoulders. And we're just going to hang out here for a little while, a few more rounds of breath, guiding your upper body a little bit closer to the floor on each exhale, lengthening your spine on each inhale. Let's put a deep bend into our right knee, so we're popping that left hip. So you're bending that right knee almost until it comes in front of the left knee. That should create a nice stretch on the outside of that left hip. If you're comfy here, you can stay here. If you want to add on a little bit with me, we'll take the left hand, plant it on the floor right under your nose, and we'll open to the right. Option to add a half bind, gazing over that top shoulder, deepening that stretch on the outside of that left hip. If you took that bind, gently release. And if you took that twist, we'll all come back to center, forward fold. Shake it out. Other side, we'll take the left knee and bend that left knee deep. So you're popping that right hip. That left knee is bent, coming slightly in front of that right knee. Again, you can stay here. If you want to add the twist, we'll take our right hand underneath of our nose, open towards that bent knee. Gazing over that top shoulder. And if you took the half bind on the first side, we can take that here as well, deepening that twist. And come back to center, forward fold. On an inhale, halfway lift, lean forward into your toes. On an exhale, forward fold. One more time, we're going to bend the right knee, deep right knee, until it crosses slightly in front of the left. This time, we're going to twist away from the bent leg, so you're twisting in the opposite direction as you did on the first time. Maybe you half bind. If you took that half bind, gently release. Back to center, forward fold. And last time, we'll bend that left knee deep. And we're twisting away from the bent leg. Option to add that half bind. Took that bind, you can release, come back to center, forward fold. On an inhale, halfway lift. On an exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, all the way up. Reaching towards the ceiling. Maybe you take a tiny little back bend here. Draw through to heart center. Soft knees, big inhale, all the way up. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhaling as you halfway lift. Exhaling, plant your palms, find your way to a downward facing dog. And pause wherever you're at. Take a moment, pedal out your feet, reaching your heels down towards the mat. Sending your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Chest back towards your thighs. On an inhale, come up high on your tippy toes. Exhale, send the heels towards the mat, stretch your calves. 2 more times, inhale high on the tippy toes. Exhale, drop the heels. 1 more time, inhale high on the tippy toes. Exhale, drop the heels. Warming it up a little bit more now. We're going to try the same thing. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. So we were here lifting our heels and lowering. We're going to do the same thing on the front side of our body. On an exhale, lower your elbows to hover. Inhale, straighten. 2 more. Exhale, hover the elbows right above the floor. Inhale, straighten. Last time. Exhale. Inhale, straighten. Nice. So last week we tried that breath of 3 where we came on our toes, then we went to our knees, and then we went to high plank. So if you're with me, I'm going to try that breath of 3 with a different pattern this week. This time our breath of 3 is going to be toes, elbows, and then to high plank, but each one's going to be different with the high plank. Does that make any sense at all? So inhale, high plank. Exhale, send it back. There's your first one. Inhale, high plank, cover the right leg. There's your second one. Inhale, high plank, cover the left leg. There's your third one. So is that clear as mud? Let's put all of that together. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, heels lower. 2 more times. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, heels lower. 1 more time. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, heels lower. Nice. 3 breaths, upper body. Inhale to start. Exhale, elbows hover. Inhale, elbows straighten. 2 more. Last time. Now your 3 planks. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. 2 more. Inhale, hover the right leg. Exhale, back. Last one. Inhale, hover the left leg. Exhale, back. You got it. Nice work. Gaze between your palms. Walk, step, or hop to your forward fold at the top of your mat. Maybe you pause right here. Roll out your wrists. That might feel good. Your forward fold should be warm. It should feel good. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Take an exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up. And as we draw through the heart center, make your way towards the back of your mat. Step back 2 or 3 steps. Big inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. And make your way to a downward facing. Nice. Can we put it all together? So, breath of 3. Here we go. Inhale, high on those heels. Exhale, heels lower. 2 more. Inhale, high. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, heels lower. Take it to that upper body. Inhale to start. Exhale, elbows hover. Inhale, elbows straighten. 2 more. Last time. 3 planks. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale, right leg hovers. Exhale back. Inhale, left leg hovers. Exhale back. Bend your knees, gaze between your palms. Walk, step, or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. As you draw through the center, step back. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, forward fold. And walk your way to downward facing. Awesome. Excellent, you guys. We'll see that same flow a few more times throughout class. Inhale your right leg high, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, point the knee towards the ceiling, opening your hips, tiny little circles right here, waking up. Extend that leg nice and high, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. And place that foot between your palms. Pause right here. You guys, I can already tell my shoulders, my upper body is going to be sore today from that breath of 3. It's going to be great. Pause right here, waking up your hips, guiding the hips a little bit closer to the floor, guiding the heart a little bit more open. Root down through your left hand, open to the right. Maybe you gaze high at your fingertips. I want to bring this into a twist. Most of you guys have done this with me before. We're going to pivot our upper body to the right edge of our mat. That back leg, that knee is going to sweep up under and our knees are going to stack. All right, I'll show you once, then you guys can come get me, okay? So we pivot, back knee is going to pull in, and we're here. So I'll turn to the front so you can see. Our knees stack, our heels come to our hips. So I'll show you one more time. You guys can come with me this time. So right leg is forward, left leg is back. Here's our twist. Now let's find that funky seat. Pivot the upper body, pull the back leg in. Yeah, you got it. Nice. So pause right here. We're getting a little bit of a hip flex and stretch on both sides. The goal is to get the knees to stack. They might not stack. That's okay. Some days my knees stack, some days they don't. It's all good. So wherever your knees are, I want you to think about maybe evening out your hips. Probably is that right hip is coming up a little bit higher. See if you can guide that right hip a little bit lower so that it's even with the left. Pause right here. This may be a deep stretch, depending on how open your hips are. Breathe into it right here. If you're not feeling much and you're like, Meredith, this is easy, what are you talking about? Maybe you hinge forward. All right. So you're thinking about bringing the heels to your hips, bringing the knees stacked, bringing the hips even, and then maybe forward folding. Lots to think about. One more deep breath right here. Take a big inhale. Cleansing exhale. Now to get out of this pose, we're going to root down through the edges of our feet and we're going to unwind, which is going to find us in a forward fold, wide leg facing the opposite side. You ready? So lift your hips. Follow that twist as you unwind. So my feet didn't really move. My feet stayed where they were. Yeah, you guys got it. Nice. Big exhale here, forward fold. Pause. Sway back and forth, release your low back. Shake your head yes, shake it no. Let's take our left hand right under our nose, and we're going to do the same twists that we did in our warm-up. Open up to the right. Stacking your shoulders, gaze high. Drawing that top shoulder behind you. Maybe you add a half bind if that feels good. And release. Come back to center. Big exhale into that fold. And inhale, flat back, parallel to the floor. Open up other side. So if it feels good, maybe you want to cock your hip to one side or the other, just like we did in our warm-up. If that's going to give you a better stretch on your inner thigh, go for it. Option to add that half bind. Gently release. Come back to that fold one last time. Big exhale. Inhale, flat back parallel to the floor and pivot towards the top of your mat. High lunge. We'll step that front foot back, high plank, and send the hips up, downward facing. Here's our breath of 3. All together now, heels up. Heels lower. 2 more. Last time. Now pause for the inhale. Upper body, exhale, elbows hover. Elbows straighten, 2 more. Last time. Add that plank, inhale. Cover that right leg. Cover that left leg. Nice work. Now bend your knees, gaze between your palms, walk, step, or hop. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. As you draw through your heart center, walk your way to the back of your mat. Inhale all the way up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Walk it back, downward facing dog. Nice job, guys. I expect you to have that memorized by now. So on the next one, I'll try to not give as many verbal cues. Cool? Let's take it to the other side. Inhale that left leg high, 3-legged dog. Bend the knees, stack the hips, pointing that knee towards the ceiling. Should feel so good. Take tiny little circles right here, wake it up. Inhale, rise up to 3-legged dog, straightening that leg. Big exhale, knee to nose. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place that foot between your palms. Pause right here, wake up your hips. You can sway side to side, and maybe you bounce if that feels good. Relaxing your shoulders down your back, creating a broad collarbone. Let's root down through the right palm and over to the left for a twist. Pausing here, breathing into that twist as you stack your shoulders. All right, you guys know where we're headed. We're coming into that funky seat facing the left side of our mat. So that top hand is going to come down. We're going to pivot our upper body towards the left edge. Draw that back knee in. There's your funky seat. Knees are going to stack. Heels are going to come to your hips. Hips are going to try to even out. Breathe right here. So just like we did on that first side, you have a lot to think about. If you want to hinge forward, if that feels good, you have that option. Relaxing your shoulders wherever you're at. If you took that fold, begin to walk your shoulders back over your hips. We're going to get out of this one the same way we did on the other side. Feet are going to stay where they are, and we're going to unwind to our wide-legged forward fold on the right side of the mat. You ready? You got it. Finding your way into that forward fold. Pause right here. Sway back and forth. Release your low back. This time, instead of those twists, we're going to take a shoulder opener instead. So interlacing your fingers behind your low back. First, send the knuckles up towards the ceiling. Bring those shoulders away from your ears. Instead of slouching down here, energy up through those knuckles. And then maybe let those palms fall forward past the crown of your head. Begin to lean into your toes. Your heels become light. Maybe you take your chin away from your chest a little bit. Stay with me. We're going to switch the lacing of our fingers. Go the other way. Take another inhale as you lengthen your spine. Soft knees. Exhale. Maybe you soften your low belly. Nice job, guys. Gently release that shoulder opener. Plant your palms. Take an inhale, flat back, parallel to the floor. Exhaling, release. Pivot towards the top of your mat, high lunge. We're going to step that front foot back, high plank. Sending the hips up and back, downward facing dog. You guys know what's next. It's that awesome breath of 3. Heels lift, inhale. Bend those elbows. High plank. Kneeling back in that downward facing gaze between your palms. Walk, step, or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Walking to the back of your mat on the exhale. Trusting your body to walk to the back of your mat. Inhale all the way up, even though you can't see. Big exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Walking your way back to that downward facing dog. Awesome job, guys. Meeting right back where we started. We're going to take that same flow, and I'm going to add on to it. So let's inhale that right leg high, three-legged dog. Bend the knees, stack the hips, point the knee towards the ceiling. Option to stay right here, or option to flip your dog. I'm going to take a moment to teach this. Some of you guys have been doing flip dog forever, so you can do your thing. But a lot of times when I do flip dog, I'm here and I'm up and I'm over and it's big and it's dramatic and it looks kind of scary because what if I fall? I'm going to make flip dog a lot more simple. So instead of starting way up here to three-legged dog, maybe you come to your high plank, cover that leg, step it behind you. There's your flip dog. So your hips don't have to be way up here. You don't have to be flying into that back bend. You can be right here. All right? Cool. So if you took that flip dog, come back with me. Three-legged dog right here. You got it. Exhale, knee to nose. Place that foot between your palms. Excellent. Pause right here. On an inhale, we're going to Superman our arms and we're going to hover our chest right over our thigh. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. All right, you ready? Superman arms, hover that thigh, or hover over your thigh. Yeah. So you're driving down through that front heel. You're going to start to feel the right glutes turn on, a little bit of fire. You got it. Shine that collarbone forward, shoulders draw down your back. That knee, that front knee is stacked right on top of your ankle. It's not super far forward. It's not way back here. It's stacked. That's how you're going to get that glute on fire. Feels so good. Stay with me. We're going to inhale the arms high, bend the back knee 90 degrees. Yeah, hover it. Hover it. You got it. Now Superman arms hinge forward. Yeah. 2 more. So strong. Last one. Pause right here for 4. Strong for 3. Maybe you hover that heel for 2. And 1, release, frame your foot. Nice. Root down through that left palm, open to the right for your twist. So you're twisting towards that inner thigh. You guys know what's next. You know this part of the flow. We're going to pivot our upper body to the right side of our mat. That back knee is going to pull in to our funky seat. Ready? Yeah, so you're facing the long edge of your mat. Knees are stacked. Heels to hips. Nice job. Let's root down through our right palm. I'll turn to this side. We're going to root down through our right palm. Reach up and over with the left. Relax your shoulders. Back to center. Other side. Reach up and over with the right. Back center. One more time. Up and over with the left. Big side body stretch from your fingertips to your hip crease. And back up last time. Up and over with the right. A little bit of energy through your fingers. A little bit of energy all the way down through your tailbone. And release. Pause right here. One more. We're going to root our hands just behind our sit bones. Lift your heart. Yeah, it's a teeny tiny back bend, but it's right in your upper back. Just lifting that heart, rolling those shoulders back. Proud chest. And release. We're going to get out the way we know how. Big twist. Wide leg forward fold on the other side. You ready? There it is. Nice job, guys. Pause right here. I want to bring our hips to the right heel at the back of our mat. Skandasana lunge. I've been really into these Skandasana lunges lately, you guys. I think I've used it in the past 4 of my classes. I like them a lot as of late. So pause right here. You're getting a nice inner thigh stretch. You're working your core to stay balanced. You're using this left arm to guide that left knee open. Inner thigh stretch on the left side as well. You got it. A little bit of space between your heel and your glutes as you grow tall and strong. Maybe you play with the balance here. One hand comes to heart center. Other hand comes to heart center. Focus on a spot on the floor that doesn't move. Keep that balance. You got it. And release. All right. Next thing, we're going to flow from side to side without our hands on the floor. So try to keep your hands up. I'm terrible at this. I hate it. I'm not good at it. It makes me feel not strong, but I know it's good for me. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to send energy forward. You're going to root down through that bent leg. Oh, you're so strong. Up and over. Skandasana lunge at the front of your mat. Some of you guys are probably thinking, Meredith, that's not hard. Good for you. I think it's hard. I am challenged. So if you got there, that's awesome. Pause right here on the other side. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to target those inner thighs. So you get a nice deep stretch right here. Now use this arm as leverage to guide that knee a little bit further open. Whoo, should feel super good. Juicy stretch. Create a little bit of space as you grow tall. Maybe you challenge that balance, one hand to heart center, two hands to heart center. 4, 3, 2, release, bring your hands to the floor. We're gonna flow back one more time, both sides. So one more time over to the left, one more time back to the right. You ready? Energy forward, root down to that bent leg. Up and over. One more time, right back to where you came from, root down, up and over. You got it. And what are we gonna do from here? We're gonna pivot into our high lunge. Boom. Yeah, but you're facing the top of your mat. Nice job, guys. So you're here. Beautiful work. Step that front foot back, high plank. Send the hips up and back. Breath of 3, you know it. Start with those heels. Here we go. I want you moving at your own pace. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about your neighbor. Syncing your movement with your breath. Noticing how your body feels. Noticing, has it grown accustomed to this flow? Does it know what to expect? When you finish your 3, no rush, we're gonna walk, step, or hop to the top of our mats. Finishing that sun salutation, you know it. Walking to the back of the mat on the exhale. Trusting your body to get there. Meeting back in a downward facing dog. Awesome job, you guys. We're gonna take that same flow on the other side. So when you're ready, root down through the right foot. Inhale the left leg high, three-legged dog. Bend the knees, stack the hips, point the knee towards the ceiling. Option to stay right here if this is where you want to live. Option to flip your dog. And remember, just like we talked about on the other side, you can take that flip dog high or you can keep it low. It's all good. If you chose to flip, let's all come back to that three-legged dog, nice and high. Big exhale, knee to nose. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant that foot between your palms. Squeeze your inner thighs. Superman arms. Create space between your chest and your thigh. Oh, it's super strong right here. Front knee stacked right on top of your ankle. Shoulders drawing back as you Superman forward. This is your cape back here, obviously. That glute muscle, that thigh, everything right through the side is firing up as you drive through that front heel. All right, just like we did on that other side, drop that back knee, lift. Hover that back knee, hover it, it's so strong. Exhale, Superman, rooting down to that heel. Your body weight's over that front leg, make it work. 2 more. Last time. Hold on to that Superman right here for 4. Keep it strong for 3. Maybe you lift your heel off the mat. 2. And last one, release, frame your foot. Ha! Root down through that right palm, open to the left for your twist. Pause right here, big breath. Pivot that upper body to the long edge of your mat. Draw that back knee in. Find that fluffy seat. Beautiful, you got it. Should be starting to feel a little bit more normal now. You got it. Let's take those side body stretches. Root down through the left arm, reach up and over. Back to center. Other side. Back center. Up and over. Two more. Last time. And back center. Option to add that last little stretch right here. Little bitty back bend right between your shoulders. Maybe you gaze high, opening your throat. Nice. Gently release. Pivot and turn all the way over to the other side. Nice. Finding your way into that wide leg forward fold. Exhaling, dropping your hip to your back heel, Skandasana squats. You know it. Pause right here. Take a moment to play. Find the balance. If you want to add on, if the balance is no big deal, it's no longer a challenge, maybe you add a bind, half, or full. If you took that bind, let's release. If you took the balance, you can pause, catch your breath. We're going to float to the front of our mat. So reach forward, energy forward, root down to that heel, up and over. Nice. I had to catch myself. You got it right here. Space between your heel and your glutes. Make it nice and tall and strong. Maybe you find that balance. Maybe you play with the bind. If you took the bind, release. If you took the balance, take a break. All right, we're going to take it up and over, once to the back and one more time to the front. You ready? Nice and strong. Energy forward. Root down to that heel. Up and over. One more time, all the way to the front. And we pivot to our lunge. Yeah, you got it. Excellent. Step that front foot back. Send the hips up, downward facing. Breath of 3, you know it. Make it a moving meditation this time. Flowing right into that sun sow whenever you're ready. Meeting back in a downward facing dog. Nice work, you guys. Last time we're going to go through this flow. I'm going to pick up the pace just a touch and maybe add on a few more challenges. Inhale, the right leg high, three-legged dog. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Point the knee towards the ceiling. Option to flip your dog. Only for a moment here. Gently release everybody. Back up. Three-legged dog. Exhale, reverse that flip dog by taking that top leg down. We're going to cross it under the standing leg. Peel the left palm up off the mat. Yeah, you got it. So all you did was cross your legs. It's a modified side plank. Yeah. Right back up where you came from, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Plant that foot between your palms. I'm going to turn to the side one more time. All right, Superman arms. Hover your chest. Super strong. Nice. I'm going to add on to our flow as you inhale, arms sweep high, drop that back knee. Exhale, Superman arms, warrior 3. Yeah. Slow and controlled. Don't make a sound when you drop that back foot. Hover the knee. Oh yeah, you got it. 2 more times. I need one more because I lost my balance. If you need one more to feel good about it, come with me. Nice. When you got it, frame that foot. Root down to the left palm. Open for your twist. When you're ready, pivot that upper body towards the long edge of your mat. Draw that back knee in. Find your funky seat. So you should be facing the right edge of your mat. You got it. Pause right here. This is the last time we're going to see it on this side. Take a big inhale. Big exhale. One more time, big inhale. Big exhale. Last one, best one. Breathing into those hips. And release. We're going to unwind the other side. Wide leg forward fold. You got it. Skandasana at the back of your mat. Skandasana at the front of your mat. Skandasana back of the mat. Skandasana front of the mat. One more time, Skandasana back of the mat. Here's your challenge. All right? You can stay here. You're like, challenge. I've been challenged this whole time. It's okay. I have one more good one for you. You can stay here. You can play with that bind. You can play with the balance. You have lots of options. Here's my final challenge I'm going to give you. We're going to take this extended leg, bring it forward, and see if we can balance in somewhat of a pistol squat. All right? So, foot's going to come to the front. Again, you're creating space between your heel and your glutes because your body is so engaged. Core's turned on. Lean back. Maybe you float that foot. Woo, you're so strong. You're super strong. 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you took that challenge, we'll sweep that foot all the way out. Last time on this side, Skandasana squat, top of your mat. Pivot to your high lunge. Bang. You got it. Step that front foot back, high plank, and send your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. You know what it is. 3 breaths. Let's do it. Excellent work, you guys. Leading back in a downward facing dog. This is your last push. We have to even it out. We have to do the other side. You ready? Strong finish. Let's inhale the left leg high. Bring the knees, stack the hips. Option to flip your dog. We're only here for a moment. Big inhale. And release right back up, three-legged dog. Reversing. So you cross your legs, peel the right palm up. You know it. You got it. Right back where you came from, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Place that foot between your palms. Excellent. Superman arms, lift your chest. Beautiful. Arms reach high, hover that back knee. Release right up for warrior three. Superman arms. Hover that knee. 90-degree bend in both legs. 2 more. Nice. I got to do one more on this side to even up my first side. Last one. Excellent. Frame your foot. Open for a twist to the left. Should feel really good. Maybe you let your hips come a little bit lower to the mat. And release. Pivot your upper body towards that long edge. Draw that back knee in. Funky seat. This is the last time you're going to see it. Pause right here. Take 3 cleansing breaths. And we're going to unwind, coming into that wide leg forward fold. You got it. Skandasana, back of the mat. Skandasana, top of the mat. Back of the mat. Top of the mat. Last time, back of the mat. Pause right here, find your balance. Option 2, keep the balance. Option to fly the arms. Option to bind, or option to play with that pistol squat. Sweeping that long leg in. Engage, create space, squeeze your abs, lean back. One hand to heart center. Both hands to heart center. Play with the counterbalance as you lean back. Squeeze your quads. Focusing on a spot on the floor that does not move. And if you fall, it's okay because there's not that far to go. Nice job, guys. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent work. We'll sweep that foot all the way back out. Last time, Skandasana, top of the mat. Pivot to your high lunge. Excellent work. Step that front foot back. High plank. Send the hips up and back. Downward facing. Breath of 3. This is the last time you're going to see it. Soak it up. Make it feel super good as you move through each movement, each breath. Taking your time, treating this almost like your cool down. Meeting back in a downward facing dog. When you get there, go ahead and drop your knees and sending your hips back, child's pose. Taking a moment to pause, noticing your breath, noticing your heart rate. Noticing how your body feels. Together, let's take a big inhale. Cleansing exhale. And walking back up, shoulders over hips. Finishing the same way that we started here. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. You're coming into a kneeling position. Let's rock back, stretching the tops of our feet. And back forward. Curl the toes under. Stretch the bottoms of your feet, leaning back. And release one more time. Stretch the tops of your feet. And release last time. Stretch the bottoms of your feet. And lift your knees up off the mat, just like we did in the very beginning. Begin to make yourself small. Letting your spine round. Maybe let your head hang heavy. Guiding your heels to the floor. We're going to gently release by letting our hips fall to the mat, finding your way to a seat. You got it. Go ahead and bring your feet long, your legs long in front of you. Big inhale, nice tall spine. On your exhale, rolling all the way back onto your mat. Excellent work today, you guys. If there's any pose left that your body feels like it wants or needs, so that you can say that you've had an awesome practice today, you can go ahead and take that now. If not, I'm going to begin leading us into Savasana. Go ahead and place one hand on your heart, one hand on your low belly. Relax your shoulders. Letting your toes fall open. Your eyelids soften. Allowing your jaw to unhinge. Creating space at the back of your throat. You can allow your mind to wander, and I'll let you know when it's time to come back. Gently begin wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, inviting some movement back into your body. On inhale, reach your arms past your ears. Total body stretch from the tips of your fingers down through the tips of your toes. Exhaling onto either side. Gently root down, coming up into a seat. Nice job, guys. We'll finish out our practice together with 2 big inhales all the way up. Exhale, draw through the center. One more time, just like that. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Awesome job, you guys. In yoga, we end with namaste, which means the light in me sees, acknowledges, and respects the light in each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you next Monday. In the meantime, I now have, I think, 6 yoga classes uploaded to my YouTube channel, and this one will be on there later tonight if you ever want to revisit it. So if not, I'll see you Monday. Thanks, guys. I'm going to click to end the class, and those of you who are here, I might see you in the waiting room.